Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. It is time for match number 26 of the tournament. Ajman, coming off victory in their previous game, will be taking on the high-flying Emirates Blues, live and exclusive from the home of cricket in the UAE. That is, of course, the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Well, we have no time to lose. Shoaib Ahmed in position for the all-important toss.
Another exciting encounter awaits us at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's Ajman taking on Emirates Blues. Toss time. I've got the two captains with me. For Ajman, it's Ansh Tandon. For Emirates Blues, it's Nasir Faraz. And on to my extreme left is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The home side today is Ajman. So, Ansh, you'll flip. Nasir, you'll call. Tails is the call. Tails it is. So, Nasir, मुबारक हो आपको टॉस जीत गए. क्या करेंगे और क्यों?
बॉलिंग करेंगे क्योंकि चेज़ अच्छा हो रहा है यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं यही रीज़न है
ओवरऑल अच्छी शुरुआत भी हुई और जो मोमेंटम आपने बनाया है विनिंग मोमेंटम उसको बरकरार रखना चाहेंगे
बिल्कुल बॉयज़ को क्रेडिट जाता है जो एक टीम बन के खेल रहे हैं और सारे सीनियर हैं मेरे और सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं तो इसी चीज़ का रिज़ल्ट है
कोई ऐसा एरिया जहाँ पे आप इम्प्रूव करना चाहेंगे पिछले गेम को देखते हुए
हाँ थोड़ा हम फील्डिंग में इम्प्रूव करना चाहेंगे
और बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं क्या स्कोर चेज़ करना चाहेंगे
100 के नीचे कोई भी चेजेबल है
और टीम न्यूज़ बताइए क्या चेंजेस है
शहबाज इन है शकीब इन है और हुनैन इन है और फ़हद और वो रेस्ट में है उज़ैर
ऑल द बेस्ट
थैंक यू
अंश दे आर बॉलिंग फर्स्ट व्हाट वाज योर प्लान
I think my plan was the same as well because in T10 it's a very short format and everyone likes chasing. So I think that would be a better option for us as well. But we don't mind that because we have been doing well batting first the last two games. So both things works.
Good win, your first win of the series yesterday. You'd want to take that and build on that now.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about getting that momentum, and once you get that win, it's all about just taking it on from there. And I think the team has really bought themselves back, and I think it's only upwards from here.
Your personal form has been good. You've been hitting the ball clean. You'll be happy with that?
Yes, I've been happy with that, but it would be better if I can just convert those 30s into 50s in this short format and, get my team to win the games, and that's what matters.
Give us your team news.
We just have one change. Muzammil is out and Ankur is in.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Right, so the news is that Emirates Blues have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. So there you have it. It is Emirates Blues who have won the coin flip and elected to bowl first. So let's take a look at the Ajman batting lineup. It will be led by Salman Shahid and of course Ansh Tandon, the captain. You've got Aftab Javed, Ali Iqbal who bowled really well. Ankur Sangwan coming into the side, left arm orthodox in replacement of Muzammil Qasim Khan. Basil Asim, the youngster. Isamat, you have two youngsters there. Harshit Seth, very talented UAE under-19 left arm spinner. And then you have Shoaib Ali, Sohaib Khan, the hard hitter, and Zuhair Iqbal, the fast bowling all-rounder for Emirates Blues. Ahmed Tariq, Ajay Kumar, Ghulam Murtaza, Hunain Munawwar, the young leggy, gets in the side today. Kamran Atta, Mohammad Mohsin, Mohammad Asif, Nasir Faraz, Safir Tariq, Shahbaz Ali, and Shakib Ahmed also get into the side today. So they've bolstered their fast bowling all-rounder resources. Ansh Tandon will be opening the innings. 119 runs in the tournament. Like he said at the toss, he wants to convert those pretty 30s into meaningful 50s. And joining me in the comm box for what should be an exciting match is once again Rizwan ur Rahman. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Ahmed, and good afternoon to all our viewers who are joining us live from the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. And talking about Ajay Kumar, he's been in sublime form, 6 wickets. Look at that economic, quite impressive, 7.42. And this will be an interesting contest. Slip in place for Ansh Tandon, looking at the field. Deep point and deep square leg outside the 30-yard circle and a packed offside field. And Ajay Kumar, known for his military medium pace, will be eyeing for a good start.
Oh, in my mind, he's been the most consistent fast bowler in the D10 so far. Superb control, good variations. He likes to take the challenge of bowling in the power play, and he's been a revelation in the tournament. Ansh Tandon will need to be on his A game. Here we go. Match number 26 of the D10 is underway. First ball. Beautiful delivery. Just hitting the seam and leaving him late.
He's got all that experience with him. Ajay hails from Rajasthan in India. We did discuss about him. He's been the net bowler for Lucknow Super Giants. Quite impressive It does not have a lot of pace, but the lines and lengths have been spot on and quite impressive.
Excellent delivery, that flick of the wrist and perfect line and length. That's where you want to be. 6 out of 6 and you will be in business. Ansh Tandon, technically very sound. He's been in good form and he'll want to get a big score and keep that winning momentum for Ajman. Nicely bowled again, squared him up, but Ajman are underway.
Well, this is a good contest when you're up against some quality bowling. Ansh Tandon will be tested, and likewise Salman Shahid, who was absolutely devastating yesterday. He was the architect behind the Ajman's win yesterday.
Yeah, that quick fire 60 odd he got, peppering sixes all over mid-wicket cow corner. Was a special innings from a very gifted player. The issue with him is consistency. Can he pile on those big scores back to back? Deep point and square leg in position for him as well. Pulled away hard, but there is protection in the deep, so safely underway. This pair will need to do the bulk of the scoring for Ajman.
Most certainly. They'll have to rise to the occasion. But remember, they're up against a quality bowling attack. They have the likes of Mohsin Shakib. They've made some changes. Good to see the youngster Hunain in the team, who's given that opportunity in the ongoing D series.
Very exciting prospect, the young leg spinner. Been part of the Emirates Blues side in the past 2 or 3 D tournaments. And he's a superb prospect for the future. So much young talent in the UAE. Trying to cut the angle, but that's once again immaculately bowled by this talented left arm seamer.
Spot on with his lines. You've seen that the start that he's provided earlier on as well. Not letting the batters free his arms, and especially in the power play when you have a bowler of such caliber, it's always a treat to watch him.
Yeah, even though D10 is all about slamming the ball to all parts, when a good fast bowler and a thinking fast bowler is in operation, it truly is quite engaging. Good tussle going on here with Ansh Tandon. Slower delivery, and he disguises it so well. Was looking for the single, but Salman Shahid just ball watching there.
That could have been close. It's good that Salman Shahid has denied that single. Could have been a mishap on that occasion. There was a leading edge there. Look at that. Yes, no, yes, no. A bit of mix-up, but in the end, single denied, and that was, I think, the right choice made in the end.
Yeah, we saw that disastrous run out between Zawar Farid and Zainullah in the previous game. Meanwhile, discussion taking place between Nasir and Ajay Kumar. What are they thinking? They do have a deep square in position. Maybe they want to manipulate him around. It's been a quiet over so far. Ajay Kumar has been immaculate right from ball 1 of the D10. I am struggling to think of any poor or loose deliveries he's bowled. Only 2 singles to their name so far. Ansh Tandon has been tied up nicely. Did get his bat in time. Yeah, no issues there. Ansh is very self-aware of his surroundings. Technically very sound. Been capped by the UAE, but not quite solidified his spot in the national team squads, even though he's a very talented player. UAE under 19 as well. He's come through the pathway of age cricket to senior level. Sliced and up and over third. Didn't know much about it, but he will take the final result.
Well, that was streaky, but Ansh Tandon will certainly take that. Not quite from the meat of the bat. Half tracker just over that backward point region, and the first boundary for Ajman. First gone, 6 for none.
So it's going to be Mohammad Mohsin, right arm speedster, in operation from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Has been in and out of the squad, 4 matches played, but he's been excellent. 4 wickets and economy rate has been brilliant, below 7. Has that extra pace, likes to get that ball dipping into the right-hander. So Salman Shahid will need to be careful. Once again, a deep point and a deep square leg in position for the hard-hitting wicketkeeper. Swings away and will find the gap on the onside.
Salman Shahid would fancy Mohammad Mohsin any day. He is one such batter who loves pace on offer. We've seen Ajay bowling those slow off-cutter deliveries. With that pace on offer, he knew where the field is placed and gets a boundary of the first delivery. Quite comfortably placed.
Easy pickings. He's looking for those horizontal bat shots early in his innings just to settle him down. So good start for Salman Shahid. He's in a bit of a purple patch and you need to make it count. It's a very, very big opportunity. We keep saying that in every game, Rizwan. Seize the moment. Perform well in the D series and you will be looked at for national team selection.
This is one tournament where a lot of local teams and even the board will be watching very closely. And rightly, as you rightly mentioned, if you get that opportunity, you might as well cement your position.
Goes up and over the offside ring and it's a clean connection. It will sail for 6.
Well, continuing on his good form from yesterday, Salman Shahid gave himself a bit of room and it was in the slot and is carved it over the offside for a maximum. Beautiful shot from the blade of Salman Shahid.
Yeah, that went many a mile. Just shows how truly talented this boy is. And he's gotten off to a flyer here as well. Ajman, they just needed that first victory to find their footing in the D10. They're a dangerous side to say the least.
Quite a strong side on paper. Just that they've not been able to execute their plans. Salman Shahid looking good.
A 4 and a 6 to his name already. That's the way he likes to operate. Free-flowing player. Oh, bowled him. Backed away a bit too much. It was the change of pace and the death rattle behind him.
One shot too many for Salman Shahid. The change in pace doing the trick for Mohammad Mohsin. Slower delivery and rattles the furniture. The first one goes down for Team Ajman. Salman Shahid, after a short cameo, departs after scoring 11 of 4, a boundary and a maximum. Ajman are 16 for 1.
Another big hitter coming in at 3, Sohaib Khan. Very talented player. Clean striker of the ball. Numbers are a bit underwhelming so far in the D10, but he is due a score. And this is a good opportunity. You can take a bit of time. You are in the power play. Produce a meaningful innings against quality opposition. Oh, that was a beamer. Got that slow delivery all wrong. And Sohaib Khan will be greeted with a free hit.
And that will be a warning to Mohsin. Misses. It could be, there's no due there. Was trying to bowl that slow one and completely misses out.
Yeah, I was looking for that leg cutter once again. The same ball that dismissed Salman Shahid. Just got the execution all wrong. Field setting. They've taken a deep square leg and a deep point, so no change. Will Mohsin go for the quick bumper? Maybe block hole Yorker on the free hit. Let's see. He goes length and he gets smashed for a sixer.
What a way to get off the mark. Free hit on offer and cashing in is Sohaib Khan. Beautiful connection and he gets a maximum.
Beautiful clean strike. Freed his arms. And his eyes must have lit up when he saw that length. Right in the slot. So looking good. Despite losing a wicket. Will be interesting to see if they take the floating power play immediately. Change of pace. Oh, confusion. There was never a single there, Sohaib Khan. Watch out.
It's been an expensive over so far from Mohsin. Yes, they did get the wicket of Salman Shahid. But 17 runs in that over already.
Yeah, they've usually used him from overs 7 onwards, right at the death. That was a beautiful leg cutter. Just ran his fingers down the seam. And hitting the middle of middle. Very nicely done. Salman Shahid, well, we keep insisting he's such a good player. Short selection, and sometimes he's the reason for his own downfall, more often than not. Well, find that gap behind square, but only a single. So productive over for Ajman. 24 for 1 at the end of power play. So just hanging on to the floating power play just yet are Ajman, Shakib Ahmed, superb all-rounder. I'm a big fan of this lad. Excellent bowler. And he's very capable with the bat as well. A true all-rounder. And he's been one of the key players for Emirates Blues in the past few D series.
He was quite impressive in the longer format, the 50-over series, and yet again has been picked by Emirates Blues. Quite impressive, and I'm quite happy with the way he actually runs in, gets that pace with the jump as well.
Slower delivery. Has that catch been taken cleanly? There was an edge. They are insisting with the appeal. Maybe just a bump ball. Kamran Atta is insisting, but maybe it didn't quite carry.
There certainly was an edge. I think the question was whether it was taken cleanly or not. Kamran Atta is disappointed.
Let's take a look here. Ooh, it just bumped in front, I think. Just when he felt the catch had nestled into his gloves. Excellent call by the square leg umpire, eagle-eyed. Lucky escape for Ansh Tandon. Umpire Nadeem Anjum, very experienced. He's been there, done that. Pace on. Kamran Atta, he might get an Oscar nomination for that appeal.
Quite animated behind the stumps is Kamran Atta. There was never an edge on that occasion. Bowling with some intensity is Shakib.
Yeah, that big thud when the bat hit the pitch. But yes, superb variations on that same length, same line. He's mixing up his speed and keeping Ansh Tandon guessing. Just struggling for his touch here, 5 off 7. Oh, was there bat involved? It's running away to third. It will be a boundary and it's runs. Lucky again, Ansh Tandon.
Oh, absolutely. Pace on offer. And a feather touch was it? Yeah, hitting the outside edge and racing away towards the boundary ropes.
Beautiful bowling from Shakib. Who would want to be a bowler? You bowl 3 cracking balls and you still concede a 4. He has that natural angle going away from the left-hander. And he's honing in, hunting for a wicket. Beautiful slower delivery again. This is mesmerizing stuff from Shakib Ahmed.
You made a valid point. He's hitting that particular area consistently. But what has been the difference? It's the pace of the delivery. The earlier ones were quicker ones. This one, a slower delivery. Quite impressive from Shakib.
And if you take a look at his pitch map, he's hitting that spot time after time. If there was a 1 dirham coin on the surface, he'd be nailing it. Beautiful accuracy. You can never go wrong with line and length. Oh, superb. Absolutely superb. What a sequence. What an over. 29 for 1. Floating power play given by umpire Razik. So trying to make something happen here. Being proactive, I like that from Ansh Tandon. Even though he's not been fluent so far. Some superb bowling coming in from Emirates Blues. Ajay Kumar entrusted with the power play overs. Change of ends from him. He's coming from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. They've taken a deep square leg and a deep point once more. So the plan remains the same. And he'll be coming around the wicket to Sohaib Khan. He knows when you offer him width outside off, he can blast the ball over the offside ring. Trying to cramp him for room maybe. Change in the field again. Deep point coming into the circle on the left of your screen. And they push the mid-off back to the fence. Back of length pace on, quick single. Direct hit from Ahmed Tariq. Has Sohaib Khan made it in time? We're going upstairs to the TV umpire.
Brilliant from Ahmed Tariq, right on the money. But Sohaib Khan looks confident that he's made his ground. But this is exactly what you need in the field. Ahmed Tariq with the rocket arm.
He was right on the edge of the circle, so you do expect Sohaib to have made it. Excellent throw. Right on the money. Eagle-eyed. The youngster. Sohaib Khan looks quite relaxed though. The call was immediate and he set off as soon as he said yes. Nervous moments here for Ajman. Well, he didn't slide his bat. That is always that mental error so many batters make. And looks to be A-okay. We'll find out on this couple of frames. It is close, and yes, he's made it. Nicely done. Good fielding, good running. And he did slide his bat, so good cricket all round. Right then, Ansh Tandon. 9 of 10. You've taken a bit of a time to settle in. Deep square, deep point, in position. Inside edge, and he's knocked him over. Well, the frustration had been building.
Succumbing to the pressure in the power play. The onside was the shorter boundary, and that's exactly what he was aiming for, Ansh Tandon. The whole idea of taking that power play, trying to cash on that onside boundary, and an off cutter from Ajay, and look at his celebration. Impressive from this young lad, Ajay.
Well, it was a bit of a toil for Ansh. 9 of 11. And Ajman lose the second in the floating power play. 30 for 2. Hard-hitting all-rounder, Aftab Javed. I feel he's been underutilized by Ajman. He's a free-flowing player, clean striker of the ball. But he's only gotten 4 innings and he's batting at that number 6, number 7 position. In the D10 format, he should easily be in your top 4. And I think this is the ideal spot for him.
You're absolutely right. I think it's because of the pool of batters that they have that he's been asked to bat at number 4. Quite an impressive young batter. On his day, he can get the team over the line.
Great change of pace from Ajay. Look at that one. Just back of the hander. Bit of nip. And the frustration had certainly been building for Ansh. Chopping it on. That's always frustrating. And sometimes it's just not your day. And sometimes the bowler is on top. And he enjoyed that one. Ah, lovely. Gotta have a classy celebration. Slow delivery again. Look at that commitment in the field. It's 45 degrees plus, but he's flying all over the place.
Well, he's certainly working on 6 Sigma there. Ajay, quite impressive. Highest quality, minimum defects. And he's lit up the D series here.
I think we're going to be seeing that name Ajay Kumar pop up all over the place. He is outstanding. And such a great option for Emirates Blues and Nasif Faraz, providing him so much control with the new ball. Scuffed and past the mid-on. There is a long off to clean up. So in the end they'll only get 2. So the power play overs have not gone the way of Ajman at all.
33 for 2, and it will be at the onus of Sohaib Khan, who will have to take that responsibility and get his team to a decent total. Remember, there's no Sagir Khan, so a lot would rely upon these 2 batters.
We have 3 or 4 really good pace batteries in the D10. Abu Dhabi as well, Emirates Blues, Sharjah with their big name, big ticket items like Khuzaima bin Tanveer. Irfan Yusufzai has been very good in the tournament as well. Final ball of the floating power play. Mid-wicket dropping deep for Sohaib. And there is a wideish long off as well. No single there. Shy at the stumps. Super active are Emirates Blues. 33 for 2 at the end of 4. Shakib Ahmed will continue and complete his spell. Bowled an immaculate first over is one.
Oh, he did. And the power play belonging to the men in blue and yellow. What an impressive outing it was for Ajay. Darting in those slower ones.
Attempted Yorker taken on the full. And will they push for 2? Yes, they will. If you can't find the boundaries, hard running between the wickets is the name of the game.
Well, absolutely. That's one way you can get to a decent score. Balanced side is Team Emirates Blues. The batting also is quite strong. Nasir Faraz looking quite impressive in the middle order.
Only going to be a single. Well, let's open up the debate. Who has the best bowling attack in the D10? For Abu Dhabi, you have Haider Razak, Siam Khan. You also have Ibrar Ahmed, Ibrar Shah. Here we have Mohammad Uzair Khan, Shehbaz Ali. We've got Shakib Ahmed. We've got Ajay Kumar. We've got Mohammad Umar as well, who's been very good. In Sharjah, you have the likes of Khuzaima bin Tanveer, Irfan Yusufzai, and many, many more. Wasim Akram as well for Sharjah. In Emirates Reds, you have the likes of Abdul Ghaffar as well. So you have plenty of options on your plate. Which one are you picking, Rizwan?
Well, as a skipper, if I have to choose, I would go with Team Emirates Blues. Although they do not have the pace on offer, it's those slower deliveries and smart and operative are the bowlers of Emirates Blues. More often than not, yes, we've seen Ibrar, we've seen the quick bowlers, but they've been taken away for boundaries and maximum. But these bowlers of Emirates Blues have been spot on. Yet again, that slower delivery, the change in pace, they've been quite impressive. They've kept batters at bay in the entire series.
I think I have to agree with you. You make a strong case. Like you mentioned, they don't have the raw ability of somebody like Wasim Akram or Khuzaima bin Tanveer, but they have the smarts. They know how to read the wicket and they're very consistent. Their lengths, their lines have been immaculate. And that's why Emirates Blues have had so much success in the D10 so far. A slower bouncer. Had a couple of shies at it, couldn't connect.
If you go by the economic rates of all these bowlers, I must tell you they have been quite impressive as opposed to the other bowlers of different teams. Yet again, beautiful delivery from Shakib. So they all are responding to the call of the skipper Nasir Faraz, and he's done a fabulous job marshalling his troops to perfection.
And full credit goes to their coaching staff, Mr. Nail, Mr. Zahir. They've prepared them well for this D10 and they're executing those plans. Slower delivery, thrashed, and will find the gap at cow corner. Much needed boundary for Ajman.
Smart from Aftab. He waited for the delivery and he's found the fence towards the cow corner. Another slower delivery and he found the gap. Aftab will be a bit relieved. A welcome boundary for Team Ajman. And at the end of 5, Ajman are 40 for 2.
For the loss of 2. Half overs done, and at this rate they'll achieve just 80 at the end of 10, but they need plenty of runs in the last 5 overs to post a competitive total against the team in form in this tournament. What a hit! But just falling short of the man, and from that rope, he's taking his own time. Is Sohaib Khan. They have lost a couple of wickets. It all depends on these two batters for Ajman. A run a ball 6 for Aftab. Hunain playing his first game. The flighted delivery inside out. The fielder station. Oh, what an effort. But a maximum, a much needed maximum. What a hit, and just the right time to introduce Shoaib Ahmed in the com box. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Mudassir. Yes, good hit. Very nicely done by Sohaib. In fact, it's been played by Aftab Javed. Up and over, extra cover. Great timing on that. A little too full again from Hunain. Has not been bowling at the right length and needs to correct that.
A 50 comes up for Ajman. They need to capitalize on this over. Target Hunain, the youngster, playing his first game of the tournament. This time a proper connection. What it means is a maximum for Soeb and 6 more runs for Ajman.
That's much better. It's come from the middle of the bat and full swing as well. Extension of the arms towards cow corner. Goes the distance on that one. Very expensive over this from Hunain. Very well played. He knew that it's 6 the moment it left the bat.
Slowly making a name for himself is Soeb Khan. Excellent piece of batting. Going for a direct hit. So runs are coming in this over. And good to see Soeb Khan. He has been promoted up the order. So far, playing with lots of responsibility.
Yes, he's that kind of a batter who takes his time, middles a few balls and then gets into the groove. So good to see him bat up for Ajman. Brings out the sweep after Javed. This will be 2 runs easy. And that will be the end of the over as well. 6 overs, 60 for 2.
So 17 runs in the previous over. The right time getting those runs is Aftab and Soeb. 60 on board, going at 10 runs per over, and Mohsin has been reintroduced. Got a wicket but gone for plenty of runs. Shorter boundary for these two right-hand batters toward the leg side. Chipped and oh, what a timing. Excellent timing, lofted, and no chance for that long off fielder. Maximum for Soeb.
Such a great hit, that is beautiful. One of the best of the day so far. Elegance personified by Sohaib. He is looking in good form. And one pose for the photographers.
Extremely talented batter, but he also have the looks. He can try in Bollywood as well. Looking fit and sharp. A controlled aggression in this innings we have witnessed from Soeb Khan.
Yeah, this is one of the best innings that he's played in this edition of the Emirates D10. 29 of 16. But more importantly, he's not trying to hit the ball too hard. He's just timing and placing the ball. So he's definitely adapted well and has grown in confidence with every game. That's good news for Ajman because they need him to fire. Worked away nicely. Again, a little too full, too straight. And Aftab plays that towards square leg for 4.
So back-to-back good overs for Ajman. Flick of the wrist. Wavered is the bowler. Mohsin. Class batting. Short of runs. A good knock was due from this batter. Getting those quick runs. Throughout this partnership, what we have noticed is these two are very smart and clever piece of batting on display whenever they got a boundary or a maximum, the very next delivery they made sure to rotate the strike. Smart thinking with these two young lads, Aftab and Sohaib. 41 runs partnership between these two in just 19 balls. Slowly the pendulum shifting in favor of the batting side. Let it go. Very watchful. A wide has been called. So putting that pressure on the bowler here, Sohaib and Aftab.
Now let's look at that again in the replay. It was wide. Wanted to bowl that full Yorker outside off, but misses his mark, Mohsin. He's bowled well, barring this game. Oh, that's another one. It's gone on the roof and beyond. It's on the roads. That's such a good hit from Sohaib. Beautifully played for 6.
What a talent. The right time he has arrived for Ajman. Back of line delivery, stand and hammer toward that leg side. A huge maximum. The boy from the lanes of Gaya to D10 fire, Sohaib Khan. A wonderful innings we are witnessing from this young, talented Ajman batter. So plenty of runs, 19 so far. 79. At one stage they were struggling, but all of a sudden there is a jump in their current run rate. It's almost more than 11.5. After a week's break, all of a sudden we have seen the batters. They're enjoying their outing out there in the middle. Plenty of runs the previous day as well, and a good start for Ajman. They got those couple of points and now riding high on confidence thanks to Sohaib and his partner Aftab. You can see at one stage the current rate was at around 8. Now all of a sudden there's a jump, and the current, if they go at the same rate, they'll achieve somewhere around 115, 118. But for that, these two needs to stay till the end. Couple of sixes, couple of singles, 1-4, 1 wide. This has been the story so far in this over. Width offered, running hard. Is there a chance for the second? No chance. Brilliant piece of fielding by Ghulam Murtaza. So 20 runs. They have got 37 runs in the last couple of overs. 7 overs done, 80 for the loss of 2. What a comeback by Ajman. Got 56 runs in the last 5 overs. And most importantly, they just lost 1 wicket, that too of Ansh Tandon. 36 of just 18 balls. Shehbaz. Thick outside edge. Runs what matters for Sohaib Khan. And more runs for Ajman.
Yeah, thick edge, but lucky for Sohaib that there was no fielder on the boundary ropes. Starts the over with a 4. Outside off, wanted to play that somewhere towards long off. And it's gone beating the fielder at short third. So good start, positive start for Ajman in this over as well. He's got 2 overs, Shehbaz. He's bowling the 8th and the 10th over. pushes it for a single.
There's a lovely story about this young boy. He comes from a family background, where his grandfather in late 70s and early 80s, he was a part of Bollywood movies. Mr. Ali Khan played an important role in many super hit movies alongside Amitabh Bachchan, the great Amitabh Bachchan, and Jackie Shroff. Single. And today is the birthday of Mr. Ali Khan Sahab. So wishing a happy birthday to Mr. Ali Khan.
Well, that's an interesting story. Quite a familiar face. Now that Mudassir has just showed me his grandfather's photo, I would suggest and recommend that you too Google his name, Ali Khan, in Bollywood. Very familiar face. If you see him, you'll know. He's done a lot of movies in the 80s and 90s. From the village Chona in India.
It's not only about cricket. As a commentator, you'd also need to have that knowledge outside the cricketing fraternity, and he's in pain. Shehbaz, 7 runs so far in 4 deliveries. It's very hot out there in the middle. And there you go. In comes Dr. Kiran. You don't know what's there inside that bag. If you remember, early 90s Indian team, the way he's running in, he reminds me of Dr. Irani, the physio of Indian team in the early 90s.
Yes, sorry, I'm still Googling Mr. Ali Khan and his filmography, the films that he's done. Because, like I said, he's got a very familiar face. So, quite a few Bollywood films. He's worked in Khuda Gawah, which is a very big hit. And he's also been part of a movie called Sarfarosh, in which Amir Khan was the hero. And if you look at Sohaib Khan, he does resemble his grandfather as well. What an innings it has been from Sohaib Khan. 42 of 21. He's looked aggressive right from ball number 1. 1-4 and 4 sixes for Sohaib Khan.
And good to see he's away from that limelight of Bollywood and trying to take that spotlight in the cricketing field. Sohaib Khan, at last, what an inning we are witnessing. The rescue ranger. It's a regulation field for the right-hand batter. Short third point, cover, and fine leg inside the 30-yard circle. Trying to be cheeky, not in control, but running hard. Excellent running between the wickets.
Yeah, that's really good running. They got a 4 on the first ball of the over. But it has been a solid comeback from Shehbaz. Wanted to play that somewhere to a square leg for 2. Leading edge as the ball falls in mid-on. And good running by Sohaib. That's off the pads. That's very well done. Great placement. And finishes the over with a 4.
"50 runs in the last 3 overs. Trying to bowl that Yorker, converted in a low full toss Aftab. Brilliant placement to end another Successful over for Ajman. 8 overs gone, 93 for the loss of 2. Desperately looking to break this partnership. And quite interestingly, one of the best bowlers in this tournament, Mohammad Asif, got 5 wickets to his name. He's bowling just 1 over in this innings. What a hit. Go straight. Is there a chance for Shehbaz? No chance. 1 bounce, 4 runs. He continues to get those runs for his side.
Well, he's well set now. He's eyeing the ball like a football and not going to miss out. Everything that he's hit has come from the middle of the bat. This too was not in the slot. It was a length delivery, but look at the pickup and placement straight over the bowler's head. And Shehbaz is not able to stop that. So now there's a change in the field. Nasir Faraz comes to the long off field and he sends Shehbaz inside the 30-yard circle. Fuller delivery played for a single.
Slowly making a name for himself. He had a couple of good outing here in UAE domestic circuit. Short fine leg, short third, gully, point. So they have the deep extra cover. In fact, a deep cover for Aftab. Long off, long on, mid wicket and deep square leg. 5 fielders outside 30-yard circle. Variations are key. Low full toss and what a shot. A mini helicopter fetches him a maximum runs. A little boy getting those quick runs. What a partnership. And 100 comes up for Ajman. Trying to bowl a Yorker, converted into a low full toss, and those wrists of Aftab getting better of Asif. Oh, brilliant, brilliant striking.
Yeah, didn't try to hit it too hard, just a whip of the wrists, and the connection was perfect. The 100 comes up, 104, change in the field again. 11 runs of this over, already 3 deliveries bowled. Now he plays that towards square leg. Good effort at square leg. Keeps it down to a single.
Good to see the focus is back in this game. Shoaib was busy searching his phone and going through the details of Mr. Ali Khan. 47 of 23 balls. Straight towards the bowler, hitting those stumps. A dot delivery, a much needed dot delivery.
And that was hit straight back at the stumps. He's on 47, so he deserves a 50 today. And nicely worked away, but there is protection in the deep, so we'll have to wait for his 50, a single, to end the over. 13 runs off it. One more over to go. It's 106 for 2. Last over in the innings. 9 overs bowled. It's not going to be Shehbaz Ali. Surprising. It's going to be Nasir Faraz to bowl the 10th over. Mudassir, what do you make of this decision?
Twist. We were talking about Bollywood movies, the suspense thrillers, and here comes the twist with the medium pace. Misses the line completely. What a start. A short run up.
Good bowling, good bowling.
Looks like Gavin Larson.
Yeah, that ball kept low a bit, and he's not expressed quick, but honestly, this is the first time I'm seeing Nasir Faraz bowl.
Single, Ahmed, keeper de adra.
That's a short delivery. Will only get a single. So he moves on to 49. Have you seen Nasir Faraz bowl earlier?
But if I remember, he used to bowl those off-break deliveries, but for the first time, he's running in. Width offered. Valiant effort. Running hard. Is he going to come back for the second? Good to see. Running hard. Getting those runs for the team here. Not being greedy is Shoaib Khan.
Yeah, he's a team player. We've seen that. He's led the side as well, Ajman, and he seems to have a cool and calm composure. Always keeps the team ahead of his personal goals and objectives, and that's what you want from a player of his caliber. This is being hit towards mid-wicket now. Only a single, which means Shoaib will still get a chance to get to his 50. But this is a good over from Nasir Faraz so far. 4 deliveries bowled, only 4 runs given.
Can he find a boundary? 1 run away from his first 50 of this edition of D10. In the air, running hard is Nasir Faraz, settling. Oh, what a catch. Unfortunately, Shoaib Khan will walk back just 1 run away from that 50.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking for Shoaib and for Ajman fans. That was not the best of deliveries, but what a catch this is from Nasir Faraz. Ran all the way from his run up, from his follow through, almost towards mid-on, and grabbed it. Shoaib Khan stranded at 49. He'll have to walk back, but it's a well-played innings. 110 for 3. Last ball of the innings. Good over this from Nasir Faraz. Slower delivery, very well bowled. Oh, that's a good throw. Sharp. Going for the second, but Harshit will definitely fall short. And seems like it's another wicket.
An astute captaincy. Bowling that final over can be a game changer. So just 5 runs and couple of wickets going down. And Nelson, what they manage in their allotted 10 overs. And losing 4 wickets. But brilliant batting we have seen from Ajman boys. Ansh 9, Salman 11 of 4 balls. But then came in the rescue rangers. Partnership. Well played by Shoaib Khan, a brilliant 49 in just 28 balls, and he was well supported by Aftab, who also played a cameo of an innings, 39 in just 17 balls, and plenty of bowlers were used by Nasir Faraz. With that final over by the captain himself, going for just 5 runs and a wicket to his name, and a wicket apiece to Ajay and Mohsin. And the likes of Hunain went for runs, so was the Shehbaz and Asif. Just a couple of extras. It clearly shows the discipline, their line and length. So 111. They're allotted 10 overs. Ajman. And let's see the highlights. Two openers who got those big runs. They were back in the hut early after getting a couple of boundaries. Salman was the first man to depart. Change of pace, nicely done. Then arrived this young, talented Shoaib Khan. Ansh not in control. Then came in Aftab. Repair work was nicely done by Sohaib and Aftab. Some brilliant timing, and those risks comes into play. Clever manipulation of the field and some hard hitting from these two talented right-hand batters of Ajman. Made sure to get those runs against the likes of Shahbaz as well as the Mohsin. This was the final over where he got better of Shoaib Khan. Just one run away from first milestone. Finally going for the second one. Harshit Seth got short of his crease. Great throw, one bounce straight into the hands of wicket-keeper. So 10 overs, Ajman managed to post a competitive total on board 111. Dive into short break. Once we are back, Emirates Blues, they require 112 to keep their winning streak alive in this tournament. what a fight back we have witnessed in the first innings of this game. Ajman, after not having a good start, they came back strongly to post 111 in their allotted 10 overs thanks to Soeb Khan's brilliant 49 and well supported by Aftab, who got a quick 39 in just 17 balls. And a wicket apiece to Ajay and Mohsin, but Mohsin went for plenty of runs, but that final over from Nasir Faraz going for just 5 runs ensured that Ajman don't go beyond 115, 120. Just a couple of extras given away by the bowling unit of Blues. A solid performance in the first innings, but now it all depends on the bowlers of Ajman. They have tasted the first victory previous night in this tournament, and they'll be looking for another victory against the team in form, the batters in form in this tournament. It's Ahmed Tariq, alongside him is Safir Tariq. And joining me in the comm box is the boy from the lanes of Tarnaka, Hyderabad. It's Rizwanur Rahman. Welcome, Rizwan.
Thank you very much, Mudassir Ali. Quite an impressive knock from Soeb Khan, managing to muster 111 runs for his team. And this will be a test for the batters of Emirates Blues. The Tariq square out in the middle, not quite impressive numbers. Don't go by those numbers. 81 runs is what he's just managed to score. Quite an impressive youngster in his teenage, Ahmed Tariq, alongside the experienced campaigner, Safir Tariq. They will hold the key. It's looked good. 101 runs so far with an average of 33.67. The strike rate quite impressive. To begin the proceedings, it will be Ankur Sangwan. Has just picked up a wicket in 5 outings so far with an economy of 8.13.
He's making comeback. New domestic circuit, Ankur Sangwan, after he was battling with an injury. Put on some weight, but he's a class bowler, especially in the power play, taking his time. Now he's getting ready to bowl the first ball. Rightly said, youngster Ahmed Tariq, but very impressive when we talk about the strike rate. He's just 19 years old, but he knows how to get those quick runs.
Nice time shot and a misfield, but they will not run. Well, it's considered as a atom bomb in his team. Quite impressive, Ahmed Tariq. And another batter who loves space on offer. We've seen Ajay and Shakib keeping the batters of Ajman at bay. Can the bowlers of Ajman do it? Wayward delivery down the leg side, racing away towards the boundary ropes. Will it find the fence? Yes, it does.
What was the fielder doing at fine leg? He just gave up the chase after running a couple of yards. It was traveling very slow towards that boundary rope, and there you go. Poor effort from Soeb. In fact, it's the Shoaib Ali. 5 runs off the mark is Emirates Blues. Yet to get off the mark is Ahmed Tariq. Was there a chance? A tough chance.
Well, there was certainly a chance created by Ankur Sangwan of his own bowling, but the reaction time was not much to hold on to it. That was a good delivery from Ankur Sangwan. And as you rightly mentioned, Mudassir Ali, we've seen Shoaib Ali quite lethargic in his approach in the field. You have to be switched on, especially in the power play.
Off the mark straight away. And that too, as a youngster, especially at this age, you need to be live wire in the field. Save those runs. You posted a good total now. You just cannot give those easy runs. And half stop. So they have got that 5 runs in the shape of extras. Now rotating the strike by taking singles.
Barring that 5 wides, Mudassir, he's been impressive, Ankur Sangwan. Can he close off the over well? Goes for a big heave. Does not get the connection. First gone. 8 for none for the Blues. Right then, they're continuing with the spin duo in operation in the power play. They've been successful in the past. Harshit Seth has been introduced into the attack from the Combox end. 5 wickets for him with an economy of 9.38. Beautiful delivery, nicely disguised, enticing Ahmed Tariq to go after that extra cover region.
And Rizwan, he has a unique record to his name, Harshit. A couple of years back, playing against touring Pakistan under-21 team. Inside edge, going past those sticks. So a couple of years back, was representing the domestic team here in UAE, and he bowled 6 balls and picked up 6 wickets. Rare talent, Harshit Seth. Already got a couple of hat tricks in A Division cricket also when he was just 18 years old.
Quite impressive. We've heard about 6 sixes in an over. 6 wickets in an over. That is brilliant from Harshit Seth. Safir Tariq tries to go big. High back lift for Safir Tariq. This is interesting from the boys of Ajman. Shoaib Khan with the bat alongside Aftab Javed, and now Harshit Seth and Ankur Sangwan delivering.
Half it, but full marks. 4 runs for Safir Tariq. Slow in the air is Harshit Seth, but lucky runs for Emirates Blues.
The long on was too straight for my liking, and the mid wicket, ample gap, and all Safir Tariq was to do was clear that inner circle, and he did that and got a fruitful 4 runs for his team.
Goes towards that offside region. Bold and brave enough of Harshit Seth. It's a shorter boundary to the right-hander towards that leg side, and he's bowling into the right-hand batter and he's asking him to go big. And he goes big. And you can hear that from the wicket keeper. Just you are feeding him, and rightly punished by Safir Tariq. What a hit, a maximum.
Well, till that point, it was all right. One delivery in the slot. Safir Tariq will not spare you. In the stands, Salman Shahid not happy. 2 overs gone, 19 for none.
So the target is Nelson, because just got that information. The first innings final ball. So not able to complete the first run, and the batter was got out when he was trying to come back for the second. So they did not got any run on the final ball. So 19 for no loss, 2 overs gone. Already seen a maximum of 4 and 5 extras. Ankur will continue here. Now he's forcing, trying to make room, trying to go towards that off-stick channel. 2 good overs will turn the tide in favor of bowling side, and 2 good overs with the bat will go in favor of Blues.
Nicely played by Safir Tariq. Well, it is exasperating for the batters as well. But these batters, especially when you're coming out to bat open with the new ball up, they love that pace on offer. And when they denied that, it's not easy to time the ball well. Ankur Sangwan, another half opportunity, I must say, created by Ankur Sangwan. So these batters love that pace on offer, and when you're denied that, it's not easy to get those runs right of the meat of the bat.
For the second time in this innings, as if he's playing a dart game, a bullseye, he's trying to hit Ankur Sangwan. He's in pain.
कैच ही भाई
Big heave, fielder settles and he drops. And it's Zohair Iqbal.
क्या करेंगे यार हम लोग
Oh, all the hard work done by Ankur Sangwan goes in vain.
There were two opportunities created. The first one was a tougher one, but this one should have been taken. Zohair Iqbal usually has safe pair of hands and his grass dut. Walks down the wicket. Brilliant bowling from Ankur Sangwan. He just has to ensure he finishes off the over well.
Poor piece of fielding. Have been taken easily. And that to that experience of Zohair Iqbal. How are you going to win a game by not grabbing those opportunities? That too against a team like Blues. Excellent piece of bowling. What a spell. Wicketless, but very economical. Going for just 15 runs in his 2 overs. 3 overs done, 26 for no loss. Sun setting down here in Sharjah. But the non-stop action will continue here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And Harshit Seth will continue. Gone for 11 runs. He needs to contain here. Goes down on one knee. The little man, the little boy gets better of Harshit Seth. A maximum for Tariq.
He will be relieved with that release shot. The little master gets the connection right on that occasion. A little bit fuller and is cashed on that opportunity provided by Harshit Seth.
And this time good to see that he opted to go towards that leg side instead of going towards that off stick channel. And read that fuller delivery a bit early. Still looking for that ball is Aftab. Got those runs in the first innings, ran hard between the wickets. It's not easy when you're patrolling those boundary area. Yes, my boy. Good job by Aftab.
Well done. Just to keep all our viewers updated, it's the 7 teams which are participating in the shortest format. The 7 districts presents Emirates D10 powered by Fancode. And in a nutshell, it's the cream of UAE battling it out at the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium.
What a tournament we are witnessing. As a bowler, all you need to do is bowl dot deliveries. Don't look for those wickets. He's just feeding them slow in the air, especially on this track. You need to be very smart as a spinner. There's not much assistance for the spinners. This is much better. Much better, but oh, what a shot. Brilliant timing and placement. He is on a roll. A special talent. Ahmed Tariq getting better of Seth.
Yet again, just waited for it and carved it towards the point region. Ahmed Tariq using the pace on offer. You made a valid point here. The boundaries and the maximums that have been hit because of the poor deliveries. The batters, they've not manufactured anything special. They've not fabricated anything special. It's the bowlers who are actually feeding their batters in the slot.
And also, I really don't understand the tactics. Zohair Iqbal, one of your premier fast bowler, he is in your side and you are not using him with the new ball. Sticking with the spinners, nothing happening for Ajman. Oh, onto the back foot. Rock solid is Safir Tariq. Dealing in maximums. Now this partnership is becoming a headache for Ajman.
Another short delivery. It was a long hop. Easy pickings for Safir Tariq and short boundary on the onside. It makes it look so easy. He goes over the extra cover region this time. And a boundary. An expensive over from Harshit Seth.
Superb Tariq. Sensational batting from Safir Tariq here. Goes inside out. Oh, one more time. Brilliant timing and placement. Not trying to hit it hard. Those risks comes into play. And 4 runs. Plenty of runs in this over. 21 so far. With that single, make it 22. Not respond to the call of the captain is Harshit Seth. But cruising well is Blues. 48 for none. 4 overs done. A change in the top order is doing wonders. At last, the damage has been done. Zohair Iqbal has been brought into the attack for the first time. 3 wickets, economy of 10.71 and average on a higher side. He needs to do something special with the ball to make a comeback. Lofted, clean hitting from Safir Tariq continues here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's raining sixes.
It certainly is. Safir Tariq, what a hit that is. And with that maximum, the 50 comes up for Emirates Blues. It was in the slot with pace on offer. He's capitalized that really, really well. High, handsome. A good bit of camera work. Oh, look at that. Well, they've managed to come back really well after a sedate start, Team Emirates Blues. They're waiting for that pace on offer. 3 boundaries and 4 maximum so far. Nelson is the target. They're well and truly on course to chase it down.
In the air, Harshit Seth settling. Miles up in the air and what a catch. All eyes wide open by Harshit Seth. No mistake, gone for plenty of runs but safe hands. And Zohair Iqbal strikes. Safir Tariq, a sensational knock comes to an end.
Finally, some redemption for Team Ajman. It was high up in the air. Harshit Seth, eyes glued to the ball, and in the end, latches on to it. The first wicket goes down for Emirates Blues. Safir Tariq departs after a cameo. 30 of 13 deliveries, 2 boundaries and 3 maximums with a strike rate of 230.77. Emirates Blues are 54 for 1. Safir Tariq walks out. In comes Kamran Atta, a man who does not need any introduction in the shortest format of the game. He knows one way, which is the highway. Not great numbers, but strike rate quite impressive, 177.61. He loves to go big right from ball 1. gets off the mark. The call is for 2, and they'll just pick up a single.
What a knock from Safir Tariq. The change of pace. He got that elevation but not the distance. But full marks to Harsh's set. It's not easy this time of the hour where the sun's setting down, the lights coming out. But the youngster did a pretty good job. Goes straight, running hard, but cruising quite well. Throughout this tournament we have seen, Rizwan, the batters, they always came out with positive approach. That has been the mantra of success for Blues.
Oh, absolutely. They have a plan. They're adhering to the plan and working towards it. Quite an impressive outing for Emirates Blues. And the man on your screen, Kamran Atta. What a outing he's had so far. Irrespective of the wickets that they have lost, irrespective of the situation, he likes to go opt for the aggressive approach. What was happening out there? He was trying to cover that helmet.
That is why you need to make sure you have everything in place once you come out of the dugout. Safir Tariq was flying high, and now Kamran Atta's helmet, that sticker is also flying. And Nelson is the target. 55 more needed in 32 balls. In control, in a strong position is Emirates Blues. But Zohair Iqbal, can he strike for one more time in this over?
Has kept things quiet after that maximum. Picked up a wicket of Safir Tariq. Remember, it's the longer side, longer boundary on the onside. Didn't get the connection right, Safir Tariq. Good delivery. Aftab, a gun fielder at the point region.
Now with plenty of runs leagued by the spinners, Zohair Iqbal, he is doing a good job, but he needs to finish this over on a high note. What are the options? Because at this point of time, I feel if they can get Ali Iqbal into the attack, because he's a kind of a bowler who bowls with less pace, but also with those variations.
Played with soft hands. Ali Iqbal cleans it up, and that will bring us to the end of over number 5. Blues are 57 for 1.
Floating power play taken by Emirates Blues. Required run rate is just a tick below 11 runs per over. So they need that one big over coming in. Ajman need a quiet over or two here. Shoaib Ahmed alongside me in the comm box. Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you, Ahmed. 57 on the board. Target of 111. Ajman have done well to get there, but their bowlers have to now respond. It's going to be pressure on the bowlers of Ajman as We know Emirates Blues batting has been the dominant force, and with Kamran Atta and Ahmed out there in the middle, especially Kamran, I think Emirates Blues will be the favourites.
Well, this is a very brave call for this youngster Basil to bowl the floating power play over. Starts off with a wide, attempted slow ball. Surely they needed somebody a bit more experienced in this scenario. But Ansh Tandon is rolling the dice. Let's see if it works.
Yes, showing some faith in Basil's skill. And as you rightly pointed out, it's a power play over, so there's a big risk involved. Only 2 fielders allowed on the boundary ropes. There's a long on and a mid-wicket.
Crunched through the covers. Picks the gap. Finds the fence. So immediate pressure on the young fast bowler. Went full. And Kamran Atta is too wily, too experienced to miss out. Made it a half volley. It was around mid-lane leg. And bisects the 2 fielders. So good start to the power play over. Not sure about this move. Will it backfire? Will they take 15 or 20 off this? Will be another wide. So extras and boundaries.
Yeah, that slower ball. Idea is right, but the execution is not all that great. Too wide, too full. He has to bowl on the stump, especially with the 2 fielders out on the boundary ropes on the onside. Even if there's a boundary, that it has to go in that zone.
Kamran Atta looking dangerous even though he's early at the crease. Up and over mid-off is it! Oh, Ankur Sangwan with the outstretched hand just couldn't get there. It was a miscue, and that was the kind of chance they needed to take.
Yeah, it was straight from Basil. That was good about that delivery. And Kamran looking to play that up and over mid-off. Half a chance. Could have gone either ways. Ankur Sangwan has put on some extra kilos around his waistline.
Yeah, a few games in this heat, he'll lose it quickly. And that is a clean connection. Mid-off is up. Easy pickings.
Yeah, the young Basil, not learning from his mistakes, needs to get that long off fielder on the boundary ropes. Maybe get the mid-wicket fielder in, because this is just easy for Kamran Atta. Too easy.
Low center of gravity, and he has that bat speed. Nicely done. Kamran Atta is turning it on when Emirates Blues needed it. They are musing about that change to the field. Mid-wicket was volunteering to come into the circle, but he's been pushed back. Ansh Tandon currently at mid-off. Oh, excellent Yorker. Basil not going for the appeal. I thought that was pretty close. Let's take a look once more at that one. Searing in swinger. And caught Kamran Atta by surprise.
Yeah, they're missing the leg stump there. Good execution of the Yorker, but not on the stumps. And a good decision from the umpire as well, Nadeem Anjum.
Yeah, on second look, that does feel like it's sneaking down leg. Once again, thudding into the pad. Good stuff here from Basil. He's holding his own, the teenager. Trying to bowl as full as possible. Lively pace. Ahmed Tariq not looking for the single. Kamran Atta was willing. So the game is still in the balance. They need another 41 runs in the next 25 deliveries. On paper, a doable equation, especially with wickets in hand. 4 maximum struck so far. Skewed in the air and just over extra cover. Ankur, come on, get after it. They will push for 3 and they'll get it. So in the end, I think he's not done that badly, to be quite frank. 73 for 1. Well, this is a nail biter in the making. 38 needed of 24. Shoaib Ali with his part-time off spin. Coming on from the Sharjah Cricket Academy, and Ahmed Tariq has taken a long while. 23 of 16. Skewed in the air and taken. Excellent catch by Ali Iqbal. And Ajman hit back.
Well, they desperately needed a wicket, and this will bring them back in the game. Short, wanted to cut that, and a simple catch at short third. They know the importance of breaking this partnership, and Shoaib has done just that. Still a lot to play for Ajman in this game. Ahmed Tariq out for 23. It's 73 for 2.
The big burly Ghulam Murtaza coming in at 4. And that's what he does. First ball launched. Over long on for 6.
I was startled and amazed when I didn't see him in the first few games of the Emirates Blues, and he was warming the benches. This man has to be in your team. If this short format, it has to be Ghulam Murtaza. Just a clean hitter of the cricket ball. Goes straight and goes the distance. What a hit. What a way to start your innings.
Yeah, he was just charging up, sitting on the bench. Now he's at 100%. And these floaty off-spinners are not going to trouble him. In fact, that's what he's looking for. He's played for Pakistan under 19, so is of a very high caliber. Veteran of the UAE domestic scene. Used to be a medium pacer, but has really developed his range hitting. And like you mentioned, he is a fearsome prospect, especially in the D10 format.
Yeah, he's somebody who can fit in that number 7, number 8 role for UAE, even at the highest level, especially in the 20-over format, because that is one area where UAE as a team lacks some firepower.
Fair point, especially if he can work on his bowling. Can be a good medium pace option. Oh, this is high again. Long on. Chance. Just over him. Bit of a miscue. But even a miscue from Ghulam Murtaza has the distance to travel. Back to back.
Well, just vintage Ghulam Murtaza here. And especially against spinners. He is lethal. He shows no mercy. Now a thickish edge as the ball will race away towards the deep third for yet another boundary. So wicket and then 6-6-4 for Murtaza.
Well, he's taking the game away here from Emirates Blues. Poor delivery. Coming around the wicket and fired it wide. Threw the bat at it and got a thickish edge. And this is a one-hander. Mid-wicket chance taken. Well, in the end, Shoaib Ali has bought 2 wickets for Ajman. But has the damage been done here?
Well, clearly seems to be the case that Murtaza has done well for his side. Came in and hit a few boundaries. In this format, you have to take that risk. And Shoaib, although was expensive, but he's managed to get 2 wickets in the over. Important one of Ghulam Murtaza. He's out after scoring 16 of 4. It's 89 for 3.
Nasir Faraz, the captain, out there in the middle. Call is for 2. Big vacant gap at extra. But they'll get his 1. Good fielding by Assam. So 21 needed of 18 now for Emirates Blues. Well, it's runner ball stuff here for Emirates Blues now. Thanks to that flurry of boundaries by Ghulam Murtaza. Basil will continue. Now he has the cushion of 5 fielders on the fence. But the equation is certainly in favor of the batting side. Can he create a change? Hard hit over cow corner for 6. Nasir Faraz has teed off.
Well, the captain leading the side, first with the ball, bowled the last over of the innings, and now with the bat coming out and hitting that cleanly on the front foot, pulls it in front of square over cow corner. 6 runs.
Thrashing that with brute force, Nasir Faraz. Well, in the end, Ajman, their bowling has folded under the pressure. Hitting from the crease, Harshit Seth will watch it travel. It's back-to-back maxis.
Well, the young Basil has been taken to the cleaners. This is great batting, not the best of bowling in the slot, and in this format, you can't be bowling there.
You miss your length, you will be found out. You will be treated brutally. Young bowler, young fast bowler, new on the scene, is getting a very harsh lesson here from some of the best in the business. 100 up.
Wait on, wait on.
Beautiful back cut, but couldn't quite pick the gap. We thought 110 on the board would be, oh dear me. Well, that just shows you how the game has transpired for Ajman.
Yeah, they've just let themselves down in the second innings, have absolutely been below par in their approach. Their bowling it looked like it doesn't have any teeth. And the fielding has also not backed their bowlers.
Call is for 2 again.
Wait on.
Nope. Good fielding. Yeah, just looked short of fast bowling options on this flat belter of wicket. The part-timers will not survive. Even though Shoaib Ali managed 2 wickets, he got taken for plenty. Basil asked to bowl in the floating power play. That was asking a bit too much of the youngster. He's hemorrhaged runs. And he's given away a fair few extras as well. So just 1 hit away, Emirates Blues maintaining their winning form in the D10. Or that's at least what we expect.
That seems like they're nearing victory now, and it is inevitable that they get those 6 runs that are needed of 14 balls. Big heave from Nasir Faraz. It's in the gap and it's going to go for 4.
Yeah, even though it was mistimed, he picked the gap to perfection. Acres of space between the deep mid wicket and square leg. And right smack in the middle of the 2. So in the end, they've done it with some serious authority. They'll do it with about 2 overs to spare. Fantastic run chase. Good batting wicket. And strong batting lineup. Upish and straight to long off. Well, something to smile about for Basil.
Just looking to finish things off here, Nasir Faraz hits that straight to long off. It was the last ball of the over. Wanted to get it over long off, but a simple catch taken by Sohaib. And that's the end of the innings for the skipper. 18 of 6, another entertaining knock from Nasir Faraz. It's 109 for 4.
Shakib Ahmed coming in at 6. Mere formalities to be executed in this match. Only 2 runs remaining. Kamran Atta will certainly take care of that. Zohair Iqbal, where was he in the floating power play, Shoaib?
Yeah, Ajman are playing with a set template. I think the captaincy will be something that they'll want to relook and re-strategize. And Stundon, he should have bowled earlier.
Up and over and beyond the deep cover. Game, set and match with a maximum for Emirates Blues. A thunderous blow from Kamran Atta will seal the deal. And in the end, they've done it with 11 balls to spare. Comprehensive. Pace on in the slot. And he goes up and over. Clean strike. So they move to the top of the points table with this commanding victory. Nasir Faraz and the Blues are flying high. They look like the team to beat in the D10. Even though it was a relatively tough target to chase. 111. They made it look like child's play. Fantastic stuff indeed. They seem to have all the bases covered. And Ansh Tandon, well, plenty to reflect on. They had runs on the board. They were coming off a victory. But the bowling came unstuck. The batting effort for the Blues led by Safir Tariq with a quick fire 30 of 13. Ahmed Tariq with a sedate 23 of 17. With those quick cameos from Kamran Atta, 19 of 9. Kamran Ghulam, 16 of 4. Pardon me, Ghulam Murtaza, 16 of 4. And Nasir Faraz, the skipper, chipping in with 18 of 6. Well, the bowling was the problem for Ajman. Zohair took a bit of tap. Harshit Said took a bit of tap. 2 wickets for Shoaib Ali, but it cost him 17 runs. And young Basil also was taken for a ride. 1 for 34 in his 2 overs. Consistent partnerships was the name of the game for Emirates Blues. Taking a look at the highlights, it was Safir Tariq and Ahmed Tariq opening the innings for Emirates Blues. And the man in the yellow helmet set the tone. Some big strikes over mid-wicket, over cow corner. Ahmed Tariq as well grabbing the opportunities. Safir Tariq was brutal, especially against Harshit Said. Lovely chip over extra cover. That was a firm strike. He tried to repeat the dose towards mid-wicket and hold out. Good catch. Then the floating power play was taken. And young Basil Asim was traded quite roughly. Shoaib Ali did pick up the wicket of Ahmed Tariq. But then Ghulam Murtaza slammed him down the ground for a couple of sixes. This was his dismissal towards deep mid. But by then the game was in control. And Nasir Faraz made sure there were no worries in the dugout. Brilliant clean striking. That one towards square leg for 4 as well. He got 18 of 6 in double quick time. Kamran Atta fell to long off. And the winning runs, pardon me, it was the winning runs hit by Kamran Atta. It was Ghulam Murtaza who got out there. Match summary then. Ajman posted a good score of 110, led by Sohaib Khan's 49 and Aftab Javed with a brilliant 39 of 17. 1 wicket apiece for Nasir Faraz, Ajay Kumar and Mohammad Mohsin, who took a bit of tap. Emirates Blues finished off the game in style, chasing it in just 8.1 overs thanks to Safir Tariq, 30 of 13, Ahmed Tariq, 23 of 17, and Kamran Atta coming in undefeated on 19 of 9. 2 wickets for Shoaib Ali. Basil took a wicket as well, but they proved to be expensive. And in the end, Emirates Blues winning comfortably with 6 wickets in hand. So match number 26 going in favor of the Blues. Let's take a look at the points table. What is the movement there? Emirates Blues are just behind on net run rate. They're on 12 points locked in with Fujairah. 6 wins out of 7 for both. But Fujairah have had the more comprehensive victories. Sharjah are third currently with 10 points. 5 victories in the 8 games. Abu Dhabi, well, they're struggling. 3 wins out of 5. And Dubai are 3 wins out of 5 as well. Ajman, well, only that one solitary victory last night in their 6 games. Emirates Reds have got 2 wins in 8 games as well. So near the middle and bottom half of the table. There's plenty to fight for, but it does look like Fujairah and Emirates Blues are streaking into the top 2 and definitely in the top 4. And of course, the top 4 will go into the semi-finals on the 31st. Finals day, we'll have the 2 semi-finals, and later in the evening, we'll have the grand finale of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. Sharjah would just like a few victories under their belt to lock in their position as well. It's going to be a good tussle between the likes of Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Emirates Red and Ajman on who will be the 4th team going into the playoffs. Right then, let's head downstairs. Mudassar Ali in position for the post-match.
A high-scoring game and a high-class run chase. Emirates Blues chase down target of 111 in style and getting 2 more points in the kitty. Just the right time to introduce our guest who will be giving the Player of the Match award. Quite a few notable performances from Ajman. It was Soeb Khan who batted brilliantly for his 49. In the second innings, we have seen the likes of Ahmed Tariq getting a few runs. So was Kamran Atta. But one man who changed the tide in the favor of Blues is the captain, Nasser Faraz. What an over in the first innings, going for just 4 runs and a wicket to his name, and with the bat, a quick 18, which gets him the Player of the Match award. पहले तो बहुत बहुत मुबारक नासिर, काफ़ी बढ़िया कप्तानी चल रही है. टॉप ऑफ दैट काफ़ी बेहतरीन निर्णय आपके, डिसीजंस काफ़ी मायने रखते हैं छोटे फॉर्मेट में.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह और उसके बाद मैनेजमेंट और प्लेयर्स की सपोर्ट है. टीम के बगैर आपको पता है जब प्लेयर नहीं सपोर्ट करेंगे तो मेरी कैप्टनसी सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो सकती. तो टीम की सपोर्ट है, उसी का रिजल्ट है.
कमेंट्री बॉक्स से हम बिल्कुल सरप्राइज थे. फाइनल ओवर आपने आया, करवाया और 4 रन. आई थिंक दैट वाज अ गेम चेंजर.
वो शहबाज थोड़ा सा उसी ने करना था लास्ट ओवर, लेकिन डिहाइड्रेट हो गया था. उसके बाद फिर मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं ही करूं, क्योंकि विकेट थोड़ा सा स्लो था, इसीलिए मैंने कटर्स पे रखा तो कामयाब हो गया.
एक नई टीम, एक युवा कप्तान है आप, लेकिन काफ़ी बढ़िया फॉर्म चल रही, बैक टू बैक विंस. तो क्या मैसेज के साथ आप आते हैं मैच में?
यही है कि सारे अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले रहे हैं, कोई ऐसी मुश्किल नहीं पड़ रही है ग्राउंड के अंदर. बैट्समैन बैटिंग अंदर अच्छी कर रहे हैं, बॉलर्स कोशिश करते हैं, विकेट को यूज़ कर रहे हैं. तो यही इसी चीज़ का रिजल्ट है.
और हम उम्मीद करेंगे जेंटल मीडियम पेस आगे भी देखने को मिलेगी.
आपको गति में परिवर्तन ज़रूर देखने को मिलेगा.
Well done and well said.
Thank you, thank you.
So that was ever smiling the captain of Emirates Blues, Nasser Faraz, with his Player of the Match award. With that, we conclude the post-match presentation. But do join us. We do have one more game lined up at 7:30 p.m. local time.